Have a look at the roadways right now. We'll check in with traffic here in just a few minutes, see what Stasia has to say about any trouble spots out there. So we're weeks away from the start of the Winter Olympics, and one of the biggest stars of the Summer Olympics has had a transformation. Earlier this fall, 7-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles revealed she's undergone 3 different plastic surgery procedures. Biles says that she'd had a lower blepharoplasty, a cosmetic procedure that reduces under-eye bags. She's also had an earlobe repair following a childhood injury. She spoke openly in a People magazine article about getting a breast augmentation. So Biles shared the message that she hopes it shows young girls that they have the right to their own choices, whatever they are. Now, before she was the GOAT with 30 world titles and all of those Olympic medals, Simone Biles was just a lot like other little girls, a gymnast with a whole lot of potential. So how do you take all that talent and then shape it into an Olympic legend? Her first coach, Aimee Boorman, shares that journey in her new book, The Balance, My Years Coaching Simone Biles, and says finding that balance was not always easy.
Yes, well, she's like a second mom to me. I've been with her since I was 7 years old, and we've done this whole entire journey together. So it's very cool that we could start and end the same way. And I don't know, she's just like a second mom.
That's a Simone Biles back in 2016 talking about her coach, Aimee Boorman. In the world of elite gymnastics, few names carry as much weight as Boorman, the coach who helped guide Simone Biles to Olympic greatness. But Boorman says Biles' rise to the top was far from guaranteed.
Even talent needs nurturing, so that's the biggest part of it, is that, you know, her circumstances were right. Obviously, she has talent and she's got the stature and she had the desire, but you also have to find the right coach, the right facility. You have to stay healthy. You have to have the right family support. You know, there's all things that go into making a champion, and they did just really line up for her.
Boorman says her approach to coaching is simple: treat the athlete as a whole person.
I like to coach like in a very holistic manner, so that I take the whole athlete into perspective when I'm training them, you know, what their desires are, what their goals are, what they think a win is. And, you know, ultimately it comes down with my coaching style.
Boorman's focus on fun, especially for a young Simone, kept the future Olympic star from burning out.
And if we ever took the fun out of it, she would have been, you know, she could be an amazing track star. I think about that, and I think about if she had been in a different environment, would she have been able to excel the way that she did? Or like, would we have never known Simone Biles the GOAT?
Her philosophy sometimes clashed with legendary national team coordinator Martha Caroli, but Boorman says standing her ground paid off.
Marta saw that what I was doing with Simone was working for Simone. It might not have worked for a different gymnast, the way I was doing it, but the way I was doing it with Simone was working, and Marta actually ended up saying, you know her best, and you know what's going to get her to her peak.
So Boorman coached Biles through her 4 gold medal performances at the 2016 Rio Olympics, where she was also the USA team head coach. Biles and Boorman stopped working together when Boorman moved to Florida for her husband's job later that year. Interesting.